Hey yo, Eco, drop my shit.
Oh na na, oh na na,
Eco,
and there we
yo.
go.
Hey guys, it's your girl Grace. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, for today's video, we're going to be doing a hair tutorial kind of thing. So today's video, this hair is sponsored by the Elite Hair Company. And as you guys can see in the bottom, I do have a discount code with them, which is Grace20. I've already used this company's hair already on my channel, and I'm just making the same wig I already had. I'm just using a frontal. It is the wig I made with the front bangs, which I will leave the link in the description box below so you guys can check it out. So for today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how I go about bleaching my knots, how I pluck, and also how I install the wig. So this is like a full-on hair tutorial, and I hope you guys are excited. So the things you're going to need your high test volume developer. I used a 30 volume developer, or you can use any volume developer you want. I use my aluminum foil, your mixing container, your purple shampoo, which was the first thing I showed, your preference of bleach. I like the BW2 bleach, and then of course your hair. So this frontal is from the Elite Hair Company. It is their Indian hair. It's a 40-inch body wave frontal, and it's in the natural color. So first thing first, you're going to take your aluminum foil and you're going to lay it on your table. So the surface I'm using is my dining table. When it comes to making a hair video, I'm very like limited on space in my apartment. I don't like doing it in my vanity because my vanity table doesn't really, I don't like how the camera angle and everything works for me. It's just very weird. So I just do it in my living room on my dining room table. So the hair is very soft, and I love the texture of the hair. So first thing, I literally just place the hair on the aluminum foil, and then I take the bleach. And what I do with the bleach, I use about a scoop and a half, sometimes two, because you want the consistency to be a paste-like consistency. And then for the developer, I literally just half a pour. So I mix. And if you ever like over pour the developer, just add more bleach, just because you need it to be very pasty, like your toothpaste. You don't want it to be runny. You want to be able to like pick it up and slap it, and it's like hard to come down. So when applying on the lace, you want to not press hard. You just want to be very gentle. For me, I noticed with this hair, I did press hard, and you guys will see later on that the bleach did transfer on the other side of the lace, that it did get like the roots of the hair a little bit blonde, which to me it's totally okay. This is just like trial and error, but my best advice is just be very gentle when you're applying it. You don't want to press too hard, so be gentle and take your time. Of course, it's sped up, so it's not like I was like speeding to apply it. The video is sped up. So after applying the bleach on, I just literally take the hair off the aluminum foil, flip it over, and I will be setting my timer. So I like to set my timer for about 20 minutes. Depending on what kind of developer you use, I tend to use 30. If I use anything over 30, I will set my alarm for about 40 minutes or so. Anything under 30, 40 minutes. But as soon as that is done, I take the hair and go under the sink, and I run it under the sink for about 2 minutes with lukewarm water, just rinsing the bleach off. When I first started doing my hair, I never used to use purple shampoo. I literally just rinse off the bleach and then I shampoo the hair, and then I noticed like my hair just balded. Like I would comb it and it just bald. So I'll be using a purple shampoo, and the purple shampoo I'm using is the Sterling. It's just the brand called Sterling, and I like this purple shampoo. I've had this bottle for about like 7 months now, and it's not even halfway done. A little with the purple shampoo goes a long way. And when you're rinsing the purple shampoo off, I always advise you use cold water, like very cold water, so it'll get like the soap-like consistency, and you want the water to be like clear so it's not soapy. And then after the purple shampoo, you're gonna go in and comb out the hair to see if it sheds. As you guys can see, it's not shedding. And then you're gonna go in with your regular hair shampoo or conditioner, whichever one you want. I tend to use regular hair shampoo, and I'm using the Suave Damage Repair Coconut Shampoo. I love the smell of this shampoo, and I love how like it makes my hair feel. Like even my natural hair, it just makes it feel nice. So still with the shampoo, always wash it with cold water. You want to rinse until your water is literally clear. It's not soapy, it's just pure clear. And then I like to go back in with my comb and just comb the hair to see if it's shedding or anything like that. And you guys will see, even combing it, like the hair does not shed. Like look at that, the hair doesn't shed. And if you guys can see from what I'm talking about, like the lace of that, the bleach did get transferred on top of the lace. So now we're going to be plucking our frontal. When you pluck your frontal, do not be afraid to over pluck. Technically, I like to say there is such thing as overpluck, but like don't be afraid to overpluck, because the more you pluck, the more natural the hair would look. It was really hard trying to do this on camera, because I was like, my camera needs to like focus how I wanted it to, and then like I kind of overplucked, but I ended up making it work. And sometimes if you do overpluck, don't be afraid. Like it'll make the frontal look like it's balding, but trust me, it's totally okay, because once you comb out like the front hair, you'll be fine. And like you will lose a lot of hair while plucking, so do not be afraid to pluck. Like don't be afraid to pluck. So I'll show you guys what as I go, like the difference what one side looks like plucked and what the other side looks like unplucked, and you guys will see the reason why you should pluck your frontal. It just gives the hair like just look more real. And like if you don't pluck your frontal, it's very noticeable for people to know it's a wig, even though like some people do have really nice hair and they do install their wig really nicely, but like I can tell it's a wig, and I know if it's a wig if it's not plucked or not. Plucking the hair is not mandatory, but it's highly recommended, just so your hair looks nice, like it looks popping. And as you guys can see, like even plucking it, you can tell the difference on that side and the side that's not plucked. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So I literally just go in with my tweezer, and I like to pluck my hair wet, not dry, just wet. Like it has to be wet. I don't know why people would ever think it's okay to do it dry, but always make sure the hair is wet. Even if the hair wasn't washed, just spray it with a little danky little water and just pluck it, and you see a huge difference. But yeah, so we're just gonna watch me pluck the hair. Pluck, 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 pluck. Ooh, and also when plucking the hair, don't be afraid to like get in, because the more you pluck through like the middle and whatnot, the more the hair will look natural when you part it and such. And you guys will see like at the end of me plucking, like how much hair I plucked out. Like I plucked enough hair, and honestly I don't regret it, because I actually really did like how this hair came out, which I wasn't able to get a full footage like on my camera, but I did get a footage for you guys, which would be like my next upload, and also like at the end of the tutorial from like my Snapchat and stuff. But like I really did like how like this hair like laid on my head top, like it looked like real, like my real hair and whatnot. But can you guys see the difference between like the pluck side and the non-pluck side? Like you can see a huge difference. So when plucking, just take your sweet time, like don't rush it, just take your time. So now can you guys see how like the hairline is all plucked and it looks super duper natural, like it's super thinned out, because nobody's hairline is really full, or else like you have really thick coarse hair, then yeah, but like you see how natural and like fine the hairline looks like, and that's how you want your hair to look like when you pluck it out. And I did let you guys know like the transfer of the color, the bleach, and that's how much hair I lost in the process of me plucking it. So don't be afraid to lose hair. Trust me, do not be afraid to lose some hair. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go about installing the hair. So I already made the wig and whatnot. I didn't really want to make another video of me making the wig, because I'm using the same hair they sent me like from December or January this year, and I just made it into a wig using a frontal. And if you guys want to see how I make the wig into a frontal, I do have a tutorial on my channel of me making a frontal wig, which I'll link above or below. So first I'm gonna take my rubbing alcohol and I'm just gonna wipe off the front of my edges. My braid up is already done, and I always personally prefer wearing my black wig cap. I don't like wearing any other color like a nude or a brown. I just like the black one because my knots are always bleached, so I just feel like it sits right. And then after that, I'm just gonna put the wig on and line it with my head top just to see how like it aligns, where I have to cut and whatnot. So for this installation video, I am trying a new method where I don't cut the lace. I put the wig on with the lace and then I cut the lace at the end. I've never tried this method. Will I ever try this method again? Probably when I perfect it, but I personally didn't like how it came out. So the only thing I cut off is like the part where my ear is, just because I wanted it to be ear to ear before I started gluing. But like I struggle when it comes to cutting the lace by my ear, because I always either I undercut or I overcut. I never do it to be perfect, but you know, you gotta keep practicing, and practice makes perfect. So after I finish that, you guys can see it is behind my ear, it is ear to ear. I just align it to the way I want, and then I'm going to be using my Bold Hold glue, my lace glue from Bold Hold, and I'm just applying that around my hairline of my forehead, and then I'm going to take like a comb, I believe, just to like spread it out, because you want it to be very, very thin. And I tend to do about 2 to 3 layers of this, because depending on how long I want the wig to stay on my head would depend on how long I apply it on. So I fan it until like it's a little bit clear, and then I will put in another coat and then spread it out again, and just do the same thing until I'm satisfied. So as you guys can see, I'm just doing that all over again and again and again until I am happy. And I'm just gonna fan it out, and yeah. And then my third coat, I believe I only did 3 for this video. With the Bold Hold glue, for me, if I do 1 coat, it's gonna last me a week. 2 last me 2 to 3 weeks, and then 3 will last me longer than 3 weeks to a month. Like I would, but like I tend not to keep my wig in for too long, anyways, because I change my hair like every week. So yeah. So after I put on the lace glue and I see like it's as dry as I want it to, I'm just gonna pull the wig forward and then press down. And as I'm pressing down, I'm using literally a rag tail comb just to press it down, and then comb it back. Like literally just press down and comb back and let it just get dry. And then I go around with my scissors and cut off the lace. So that method I actually saw from another YouTuber, and I liked how like her wig came out, but like I feel like I just need to perfect it, and until I perfect it, it's not gonna come out how I want it to come out. So I'm just using my mousse just to like put the hair back so I don't like cut the hair and whatnot. So the mousse didn't really help me, because like I feel like the glue wasn't like super like on my hair, and it kept like making it feel like it was moving, but like it just helped like make the hair stay, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I literally just did that, tied up the hair, and then I started cutting. And as you guys can see, you can see my my wig cap underneath, and for me that's totally okay, because I know how to like work my way around it to making it look. And see, I felt like I should have cut off the lace before gluing it on my head, because I was so scared I was gonna cut myself with the scissors. And I'm like looking in the mirror, I was like, oh my god, Jesus, I'm recording this. The worst thing that would happen is if I really did cut myself on camera. But like I like it because like cutting the lace, I cut it very, very close to the hairline. Like I don't miss a beat. Like there's no lace just chilling there, but like I cut it very close. So I like this method, but I feel like I personally need to perfect this method. But you know, like I said, trial and error. You got to try something before you know if you like it or not. And I really did like it. I just felt like I need to perfect it before I like try it on my clients or anything like that. But I still keep the way I do my wigs same, but I just really, really do like this method. And I will be trying it again. So don't worry, it will be done again. But yeah, so I'm literally just cutting off the lace. And as you guys can see, the glue is dry, but not really dry, because I didn't let it super dry. And the reason that being is because I'm going to put my hair tie over it. And the moment I put my hair tie over it, I knew it was going to stick. But this is what the hair looks like after I installed it. The clip that I did have with the hair installed on my head, sorry, got deleted, but really good, and that was it for this video.